morning, universities. Good evening, good night. Good night, wherever you may be. I can safely say, despite that little cough splutter then, it's the best I've felt in about 2 to 3 weeks. There's been some sort of energy shift. First I had the cold and flu, which I always associate with solar flares. I've not gone crazy, I'm just trying to cross the road. And that lasted up until about 2 days ago. But I decided that the cold and flu wasn't actually enough. So I decided to give myself food poisoning to put on top of it. I've been eating like really clean for about the last 2-3 months, like, you know, protein, get your protein in, all that stuff. So having a dodgy Turkish chicken kebab probably wasn't the best idea. So yeah, so I've been ill for about 3 days of food poisoning. But literally come out the other side of it, all things for a reason. I'm feeling good. It's a glorious day in Siem Reap, Cambodia. I'm just crossing Transvestite Bridge. There's no transvestites anymore, but it used to hang around here, so I've heard. Yeah, so I've got plans. So I think I mentioned in the previous blog about going to Thailand or Cambodia, and decided I'm going to Cambodia. Or more accurately, I'm staying in Cambodia, and I'm going to go down south to a place called Koh Rong San Leong. Probably said wrong. A tropical beach, very deserted. I mean, it's not deserted, there's people there, but not there'll be that many people there. So on March the 1st, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to lock myself away for 2 to 3 weeks. In, at present, 2 booked beach huts, 1 week each. And I'm going to make an album, and I'm going to lock myself away. And the only person that can distract me from making this album is me. Brutal accountability. And I'm also making this video, so I'm telling everybody exactly what I'm going to do, so I do it. Brutal accountability. So that's what I'm going to do. I've no idea what the album's going to end up sounding like. I don't write them, I just channel them, they come through. But yeah, that's my master plan. So I'm currently kind of getting bits and pieces together. Bought a new microphone. I'm walking. Can I insert that in the video?
Introducing the Saramonic SR MV2000.
Yeah, bought a few new bits of equipment, but the important bit is minimalism. If you're gonna make an album by yourself, a lot of choices are going to slow you down. So there's a workflow, there's a method. I'm already selecting a few kind of instruments that I like, virtual instruments, obviously bringing real instruments as well, as many as I can take to a tropical island. And we're going to make some decisions. The good thing about, I intend to get this album done all while I'm there. I'm going to leave a little room for editing when I get back from the actual island, get back to an apartment in Cambodia in Siem Reap. I'm going to leave a little room for that, to polish it off, to finish it off. There's no point being mental, but we're going to finish that album, pretty much finish it while I'm there, down south in the Cambodian islands. That's my master plan. Consider this a contract. I'm doing it. That's exactly what I'm doing. Honestly, I can't wait. Apart from being next to the ocean again, Siem Reap has everything you could possibly want for somewhere to live, but it's very far from the ocean. We have alternatives that aren't the ocean, which are good, but it's not the ocean. So I cannot wait, and I'm looking forward to isolating myself and going stir crazy making this album. Yeah, so that's always my process for writing music. Isolation, or complete isolation from self, to allow it to flow through me. And that's exactly what happened in 2020 during. I released 3 albums in about 4 months, and that was probably slacking. Like many things in 2020, everything kind of kicked into gear, and I'd lost my work. I was about to expand my guitar teaching business, and then obviously that went tits up. But I knew, all right, it's here. The moment I've been waiting for is finally here. Bring on the apocalypse. This is knowing this for a very long time. So I did what I needed to do, and I isolated myself, and I wrote 3 albums. You can see the links here, there, somewhere. And the first track on that album, the Great Solar Flash, is called Self-Isolate, Self-Oscillate. What does that mean? It means you isolate yourself and you just concentrate on your own energy field. You get back to yourself instead of all the distractions in the world, like trying to cross the road and not get killed. Yeah. So we're doing it again. I always like making music in small spaces. I think it's part of my job, part of my life. I get to like visit some really cool recording studios. Like some amazing places that you dream of when you're a little kid. And I love working at these studios and working with people. But when I'm doing my own stuff, I need to be isolated. It just needs to be me and my many multi-dimensional aspects working together to create music. So yeah, I can't wait. I often find when you're doing these things, when you're isolating yourself and working on projects, the moment where you reach burnout is the moment where the creative spark really pushes in, because you've used up all this energy of trying to project anything or create anything, and you just sit there and you go, well, I've got to do it, haven't I? And that's when the magic seems to start happening. There's no aircon. There's no aircon in these beat shots. It's just a fan, which I'll have to turn off when I'm recording vocals or anything like that. Yeah, I can't wait. It's like being in the SAS or something. It's going to be warm. It's going to be warm, guys. I mean, you might imagine it. Can I imagine what the album's going to sound like being recorded on a tropical beach? You might think it will sound sunny and stuff. But knowing me and the forces that flow through me, it's probably not going to sound sunny. I don't know. And it's also important to not think about it too much, because thought destroys creativity. If I put too many thought barriers in place of what it is and what it isn't going to be, then I don't give it the opportunity to be what it can be, because I've already created too many obstacles. And that's very much manifestation. The universe, the higher you, knows what you need and what you want better than your little human does. So when you're manifesting and you try and put all these things in place, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and then the universe goes, okay. But to get you all of them things might be quite tricky. So we might have to do a certain, to get you to this point, we have to do this point. However, if you leave it a bit more open and you just say, okay, universe, higher self, whatever you want to call it, God, source, if you leave it open and understand that the higher power knows what's better for you, then it can manifest quicker, because it knows better than us human elements down here, if that makes any sense, which is why I don't really plan too many things. Walking past me gym membership ran out about 3 weeks ago. Got the staff in the gym just looking at me going, come back, Mike. I'm walking now, guys, it's fine. There's actually a method to this walk. Even though I walked out in completely the wrong direction, I'm looking for a coffee shop called Little Red Fox Cafe. I'm in Kendal Village, not Kendal in the Lake District in England, Kendal Village in Siam Reap. Little Red Fox Cafe. It's got to have a little red sign, hasn't it? Hasn't it?